Again, all is not bad because I have a gin and tonic. It's rather dark in here, but that's the best way, actually. Best way. Bring up here, we have our kitchen. Pretty minimalist, but it's okay actually. It's all nice and clean and does what they want it to do. Really, if I was living here, I wouldn't really do it much any other way. I'd install a little chest freezer down there for my Falang food, but that's probably not going to happen. So it's all nice and dark down here. This is our bedroom in here. Again, rather dark, but there we are. It's actually been decorated really nice in here. It would make quite a nice little hotel room. Actually, it's the only room we've got in either of these two houses that's got wallpaper, and as you can see, it's got an air conditioner, wing noir, and it's got an ensuite bathroom. Another one of the things I had to replace when I got here a week or so ago. Both of the showers were kaput, past their service life, had to be replaced. Here's me. Hello, Graham. Turn off the light. Bit fi. Close the light. They say bit fi for close the light, and Bert fi for open the light. Hey, Sid. And oh, these things here, you'll probably, well, you guys in Arizona might not have seen these, but people from more cosmopolitan climes would have done. This is a lychee, very nice. It's like a huge grape inside with a huge stone, and the Thai word for lychee is ngo. And I like to write everything down when I first hear it so I can remember it, and it adds to my vocabulary. I can't speak Thai very good at all, but my vocabulary is improving all the time. But how do you write down a word like ngo? It doesn't really flow and you can't spell it. So I decided to, it reminded me, hang on a minute. It reminded me of time in story of mine from Hong Kong many years ago when I was working there. Walk into a McDonald's and say, a Big Mac meal, please. And the woman behind the counter goes, Big Mac meal. I said, no, a Big Mac meal, please. Big Mac meal. No, a Big Mac meal. Big Mac meal. It's better, let's try it again. Big Mac meal. Big Mac meal. Well, this goes on and on and on until I walk out of the shop with my food, and the lady behind the shop is saying Big Mac meal, and I'm going, Big Mac meal. So that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? But it kind of reminds me of the word ngo for lychee. So there we are, Thai lesson number 58. So this is the main part of the living room. Some of the fans are working, just stirring up the fog, but it's 40 degrees in here and it is bloody hot. Bloody hot sport. Go outside, the full weight of the heat will hit you. There's bloody chicken in the yard, get out. It's coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Peak heat of the day. Absolutely peak heat of the day. Everyone is either laying down. There's Noi's mum laying down, completely comatose with the heat. And again, there's the temple over the road. Even they're quiet, it's so hot. I haven't got any Isan music playing. Makes a bloody change. It's great, isn't it, when the noisiest bastards in the village are the monks. That I'm just a grumpy old man, you know. They love noise. The Isan people abhor the vacuum of silence. But, you know, if it's a nice quiet like this, I like it to bloody well stay quiet. You know, I don't want someone putting up big loudspeakers next to me and blowing me out of my seat. Talking of which, you can see over there, they're setting up a market. So there's going to be some kind of market there. Maybe this is setting it up for tomorrow morning. I think maybe for tomorrow morning. In which case, there's going to be incredibly loud music starting at 6 AM for these bastards. And we'll see, because on this spot here, it'll start to be set up later this afternoon. So be prepared for a noisy morning, Graham. You miserable bastard. You grumpy old git. Oh, look, the roosters. Even the rooster's here. Hello, rooster. Do a doodle cock. And his wife. And all the little eggies over there. So walking back down, this is walking back down the main part of the living room on the outside. The house tours. This is another supplementary kitchen on the outside. It's quite useful actually. This is where I cooked some food for me yesterday. And quite often in this space here they will just set up a barbecue and whatever and cook it. The kitchen is through that door. I'm not going to open that. Washing machine here. Although why they got it I don't know. They send most of the stuff out the laundry because it's so cheap. Over here, this is a more traditional Isan house, although for really traditional it should only be filled in on the top story. The ground floor should be open. Usually open is where they stored all their stuff and flaked out in the absolute heat of the day. But most of them nowadays, a lot of them anyway, have been filled in with cinder block. Slightly more traditional, slightly more modern look. In fact, this is what Noi's house looked like on this site when I first came here 20 years ago. But as you can see from all that beautiful wood up there, it's like dinner time for termites. And basically it all got eaten and fell down, so that's why this this big house was built. Anyway, just another little tour of the place before we go. It'll all get edited together, and when I get access to a computer again, be posted up. Sorry that in all my time here in Thailand I've not done any postings, because as you don't know yet, I left my computer at the security in San Francisco airport, and if I'm lucky, they have found it, and if I'm lucky I'll get it back. But right now I'm completely computerless, so I cannot post anything. All my passwords are gone, everything. Helpless bugger. Anyway, cheerio. It's 6 o'clock in the... I'm saying here that it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and so I've got no choice but to be up. And with the Thai propensity for dodgy loudspeakers, here they are on poles, blaring out their message to all of mankind. It's going to get real noisy. So I have no choice but to put my earplugs in and weather the storm. Luckily,
I'm saying here, it'll all be over by midday, and even luckier, they'll all leave. So it's just a matter of hunkering down and making the best of it. It's amazing what earplugs and a gin and tonic will do at times like this. And here is another dodgy loudspeaker on a goddamn pole. Can you never get rid of them at all? The answer is no. It's a standard fitment in Isan. So here we just have general purpose moaning and complaining, bitching and binding. My God, what a miserable old git you are. It's a beautiful morning, look at it, absolutely beautiful. Mind you, it'd be a lot more beautiful if I was in bed, but never mind, I suppose you can't have everything. Anyway, that was the market. It happens once a week. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye. Not quite goodbye, evidently. I'm saying here that it's now 6:40, and the sun, you can see, is just peeking up over the trees. So it's like Arizona right now. Actually, the best time of day is 5 a.m. when it's cool, and from this point on, it's going to rapidly get hotter and hotter and hotter. So there we are.